Open eyes, recognize, open eyes, recognize, open eyes, recognize, open eyes, recognize. Keep your faith toward the sky, keep your faith toward the sky, keep your faith toward the sky. Let your spirit so fly. What up, what up, what up, my people? You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Venom and Reasons, KGV, your faith in the building. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to this new episode. You know what I'm saying? I'm still waiting on feedback from my original podcast channel being hacked, and I got some feedback, and I'm just still waiting because kind of like they doing things kind of backwards. Like if my account got hacked and you telling me to verify is me, but you're sending the verification codes to the email that was hacked, but that I can't get in, that don't make sense. But that's Google and everything. But they coming along. Hopefully I have it back. You know what I'm saying? Or I might be on this one so long that I'm like forget the other one. But I would if I can merge them together. So I won't have to, have two different channels and all that. Unless I'm gonna go do something else different. You know what I'm saying? Today we looking at a mashup of Drake listeners and fans and stands and others reacting to the Iceman album and his other albums. And I have my little commentary. I might have, the put my little 2 cents in. But yeah, like and subscribe to my channel. Check this out. We're gonna be rocking with Pop Post Reacts today. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope channel where they take all the reactors and put them all together, and you can see a collage of reactions of like particular artists or songs and things of that nature. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, along with listening to some of my new songs. And personally, I think my album, The Beginning of Me, KFGV of Faith, is way better than Iceman, substance wise and lyrically. But art is subjective. So check out my album, I'm saying, up in that right hand corner right there. Peep that album now. You won't regret it, you know what I'm saying? Something for everybody on there. But anyway, let's get into this real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Iceman was total bud. 3 albums.
Ironic cause the Iceman was a nice man, now I'm hot and cold.
Yo, Pop Post family, you know how we do it, bringing different opinions into one big mashup mix. Drake's Iceman drop has the internet split, but from these reactions, one thing is clear, a lot of people feel the 3-album rollout gave more quantity than quality, with complaints about too many songs, repeated themes, weak standout moments, and Drake still sounding affected by the Kendrick fallout. So stay locked in.
But he unbothered. That's what he kept saying on these podcasts that he was visiting. He was saying that, oh, I'm unbothered. I'm still on 10 toes on this. Man, listen, personally, my cousin Xavier, he think I don't like Drake. He think I'm a hater, and then he trying to like say stuff to me in a way that's supposed to be prolific or philosophical, but it really don't be. I just don't like say anything about it because I just feel like it's a waste of energy. You know what I'm saying? People go whichever way they go. But my whole thing with Drake is that he's saying I don't like him. No, I don't like liars. I don't like deceivers. You know what I'm saying? I don't like deception. You know what I'm saying? I've been hip hop all my life. I was there in the infancy of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I have to reiterate. I grew up around pioneers and all that, and I enjoyed myself at the jams and the Dome and everything and Bradhurst Park in Harlem and everything. But it's like, hip hop is about artists writing their bars, expressing who they are as a person, who they are, even if it's even if even they're using hyperboles and things of that nature, because that's part of double entendres and things of that nature. But it's like you brag and act like you this nigga that you really not. You know what I'm saying? And what kills me with my cousin and everybody else is like, dude, why y'all keep giving him accolades and things of that nature when y'all niggas know he didn't write all half the majority, none of them songs that became hits. And it's like y'all niggas is like lost or I don't know, like the body snatchers or something. I don't know what it is, but y'all niggas is lost. And it's like I've been thinking lately, like, yo, because we do gotta get into this video. But I've been thinking lately about this whole Drake thing and the MAGA thing and the Antichrist thing and all of things all together. And I'm like, damn, they all kind of one and one, like they all go together. Like when people in MAGA, you can't tell them nothing about Trump. You can even if you right, they won't listen to you. They go and think what they want. It's like these niggas is hypnotized or something. And then you got Drake fans, they the same way. And then it's mostly men, which I think is kind of feminine. Like, dude, y'all niggas is going way and beyond for another man. And even just that is another man. It's music, my nigga. Like, yo, when we coming up, now it's coming up, niggas, it was niggas who rocked with Juice Crew. Most niggas rocked with BDP. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But and then you had niggas that was in the middle, like myself, because I rock with both of them. But I was a big BDP fan, I must admit. You know what I'm saying? But it's no different than Big Daddy Kane and Rakim. They need to battle, see who the better, because they what their style was, but niggas never want to fight or threaten niggas' lives or get upset and disrespect you over another artist that you don't even know and don't even know you. Y'all niggas is built weird and different, yo, and it's sad, yo, because it's pathetic. We, especially you men, like women liking a man, and that's come on, that's natural. You know what I'm saying? But him being famous on that, that's the thing that women like too. You know what I'm saying? But for not all women, I don't want to generalize. But when it comes to music and all that, it's like, dude, it's just that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all treat Drake like a cult leader, like he's your leader. Like, nigga, I'm confused. It's no different from niggas with the Antichrist. They take that mark. You know, it's over with. It ain't no turning back to God. None of that. Even when they find out that they was duped, it ain't no turning back. Cause I don't know if y'all know that, but they gonna find out that they was running with the Antichrist the whole time, and it's gonna be too late. And they gonna want to go against the Antichrist, but it's gonna be too late. Y'all got that mark. Y'all niggas with him. Y'all on his side. Y'all can't fight against your master now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at Drake. Like, my cousin said I don't like him. No, I don't like the Stephens, like I said. Like, nigga, like I said, hip hop is one, no, it's two genres, maybe three. I'll say rock, I'll say hip hop, and I'll say gospel. These three genres of music. Like back in the days with rock, most of the bad boys of rock and roll, they wrote songs and sang songs that had to do with their personalities and their rock groups and everything like that, or their belief systems or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like Earth, Wind, and Fire is not rock, but they kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Mysticism and stuff, and like elements and everything. But it's like niggas look at you if you're authentic. Like, yo, is he really that? You know what I'm saying? Just like gospel, you can't sing to God or the Bible and then live a worldly, unholy life because you're going to get called out for that. Same thing with hip hop. Them bars supposed to be yours, not the next nigga, yours. But when you out here perpetrating the fraud and y'all niggas out here accepting it, and then y'all niggas talking about the gates, oh, gatekeepers. Let me tell y'all something that's just mad true, yo. And y'all may not want to hear this or don't agree with me. Oh, well, but it's true no matter if you agree or not. When God talks in the Bible about like letting me and lovers ourselves and things of that nature, that's it's true, and it shows through everything from work, people you work with, backbiters, people brown nosing, all type of thing. And the music it shows too, people going against each other. Look at Drake. You made a song with Future, and what's her name, Marley Santana. Look at that. This Future, the nigga got 2 albums with Metro Boomin, this and Drake, and Drake did a song with him. But you ain't forgiving LeBron and the rest of them. But you forgive him. No, why? Because you run to Atlanta, just like they say. You know what I'm saying? Ben, you don't remember another Kendrick song, but you named your song Run to Atlanta. That's just, it's stuff like that. It's like y'all don't see what Kendrick talking about. And I don't even listen to Kendrick like that, really. I mean, I like rigor mortis. I like swimming pools. There's a couple of songs I do like. I like GNX, all that. Love, all that. But my whole thing is this. I'm an artist myself, you know what I'm saying? And I rock with other artists. But I like you to be straight for real, authentic. You can't be fake with me. You know what I'm saying? Like people look at me and say, "Oh, well, you listen to Cardi B? You like Cardi B?" Yeah, and I know people be like, "Oh, that's respect the person." No, it ain't because my whole thing with Cardi B is she admits that somebody helps her write her songs. I respect that. Why people don't understand? People respect truth, and even if they don't run with you all the way, they at least respect the truth. No matter, sometimes they get upset, huh? But it depends on what the truth is about. But yeah, people respect that. Drake from day one. You can't start a relationship off with listeners and be a liar. It's no different from starting a relationship with your woman or your man over the friendship. You can't start off on a lie. And Drake been lying this whole time. I heard Drake rhyme out of his books. And they don't sound nothing like that stuff. Y'all be saying, oh my God, he's so on fire, he did this. And the sad part is that it's other nigga songs that was written that y'all know they was other nigga song, and y'all still try to treat Drake like he that nigga, and he's not. And y'all be like, oh, you're hating. No. I hate lies and deception. I love truth. And that's what y'all now seeing. Y'all so up his ass that y'all don't even see truth. Y'all don't see that. Y'all see everything but that. But then y'all niggas be acting like y'all stand up individual, y'all real niggas and this. How? Do you know what the word real mean? Authentic? 100% solid? How y'all niggas real when y'all rock with unreal niggas? And I ain't saying don't like Drake or hate on him or whatever like that. I'm saying at least have respect for yourself to know what it is. They kidnapped the word woke. So it's hard to really use that term because they trying to make it seem more like of another way of thinking, but it's really about being aware and understanding what's going on around you. You know, be about your wits. You know what I'm saying? That's what woke is really is. Being woke really is. And y'all niggas is not woke at all. And you don't even gotta be woke. You gotta be just be aware. You know what I'm saying? I can like an artist and be like, yeah, but he look at R. Kelly. I like some R. Kelly songs, but I still be like, yo, that was messed up what he did. I'm not gonna judge him. You know what I'm saying? He already judged by God and by the courts. You know what I'm saying? I can say I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for R. Kelly, his life story, you know that. There's a lot of people that have the lives, and I'd be like, yo, the Bible of God say that we when we as we get older and as we're taught by our parents, we shouldn't depart from the things that they taught us. So if you was a young girl forced to sell your body or be a hoe, and people want to put you down and be like, oh, she's a hoe, but you was forced into that life by either your mother, your uncle, your father, whoever. I look at that like they was taught that. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at people. Like that's what they was taught. It could be changed over time, but I understand that. That's what you was taught. That's what you know. That's normal to you. It's just like women who don't think you love them unless you beating on them. Cause there's women that's really like that. Like if you ain't flipping on them, calling them bees and hoes and whatever, they feel like you don't have no attention for them. You know, no nothing for them. I even seen young girls when I was coming up in the project in Harlem say, when I get older, I'm gonna be like my mama, have me a couple of kids get on food stamps and TANF and all that. And they learned that from watching their parents, their mama. You know what I'm saying? With the Drake situation, I knew from day one that Drake was like not a problem in a way like he that nigga, but a problem like anyway when it comes to societal things and just human nature. Like when his mother didn't buy him the tuna fish sandwich, the bagel, whatever. It's like, dude, you don't even have no respect for your mother, yo. No gratitude towards your mother or whatever. That's that narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic behavior, like how he acting, like everything supposed to revolve around him. You know what I'm saying? Then he talking about stuff like, I mean, even when he made bottom started from the bottom, now I'm here. Come on, bro. That's a lie in itself. And we know you ain't write that song. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Like, how did you start from the bottom? Your first car was an Acura. Let's keep it 100. And not no beat up beater neither. You know what I'm saying? It's like my beef with Drake is that you're a liar from day one. Like, he the type of nigga I couldn't be friends with because you lie too much. You one of them niggas that lie to kick it. You one of them niggas that lie and say certain stuff that look hip and down. Cause I seen Drake interviews when he's talking down on the vernacular that black people speak and how we talk and things of that nature. And I seen the interviews when he big up and with his chest about being Jewish. And, oh, you don't know how big I'm gonna be and all that. And y'all still run with that. My whole beef is y'all niggas is delusional. Y'all the same type of niggas that would take the mark of the beast from the Antichrist. Cause y'all this nigga got y'all beguiled and y'all just running with stuff. Like my cousin said, oh, Drake album has bars, real life bars. No, it don't. What nigga? What album are you listening to? I know you not from you. What you millennium, Gen Z? Cause I mean I'm Gen X, but I'm saying we the last of the good generation, Gen X. I rock with millenniums though, but my whole thing is like, yo, it's all about being 100% real. And I'm from the era of the infancy of hip hop. Hip hop is always real. Now we know niggas use hyperboles and things of that nature. Get a couple of bars on. Oh, that was dope. Yeah, that's dope when it's written by you. But when you trying to act like I'm that nigga, I'm this because you got niggas writing for you, it ain't the same. And then you have niggas that's so dumb about music that they up there saying stuff like, well, everybody use reference track. Nigga, I've been in hip hop and music industry for 38 years, my nigga. And that's facts. And I never heard of only time I heard of reference track is if I was going to do a song with one of my MC niggas I rock with, and that's considered a reference track. They send me the song with their lyrics on it, and then I just hear their verse or hear the song and I add mine to it or see where I'm coming in and stuff like that. The only other reference tracks I know is R&B, pop, gospel. When somebody like me, I'm a songwriter. I write a song and then I sing the song or do the song so you can see how it's supposed to go. That's a reference track. Those are what reference tracks is. Hip hop niggas really don't use reference tracks. Besides, in the way that I just stated, like you don't really hear niggas use reference tracks in hip hop unless somebody wrote the song for you, like this situation, or like I said, if you need the instrumental, because that's a reference, instrumental is a reference track too, because you need that to write the song, like the rhyme you write in. And then there's one when there's a song with the other artist already on it, and you just see where you come in, or where you're gonna, or when you write what you're gonna say, or whatever, like that. So yeah, I understand why niggas be walking around like, oh, everybody use. No, they don't. No, they don't. And like I said, Drake was a liar from the beginning. I heard him rhyme out of his books about Uncle Phil and all that. It ain't nothing like the stuff he was saying on Take Care or nothing was the same. You could tell he didn't write that. And I'm not even a big Jake fan, but I am a big songwriter. And, I already got like 475 songs. You know what I'm saying? And that's a small amount in a small amount of time. And I did that. I wrote that many songs in less than 3 years. And that's facts. Like, I listen to myself in a way where it's not me. That's how I know if I'm gonna like my song or not. Because if you don't like your own song, why would somebody else like it? Somebody else might like it, but I'm just saying you should like your song too. Like sometimes we don't like our songs. I have songs like that. Like I like them, but it's not my favorite song. You know what I'm saying? We all go through that. But like I said, Drake is a liar. And you can't solve a relationship with lies. My brother used to be like, oh, why you don't listen to Drake and you haven't listened to Drake? I'm like, why are you asking me that so much? Like, damn, like this emo nigga, like what? So my brother Les listened to him first. And I said, yo, Les, yo, what you think about Drake? I think he listened to the Take Care album when it came out. He said he listened to it, and I said, so what's the verdict? Because he a big hip hop head too, and a dope MC. And he was like, yo, it made me feel like I need to be rocking some high heels and a purse. And I started laughing. I heard July. I heard Unforgettable. I heard a lot of songs. I heard the whole take. Nothing was the same album on and stuff. And I rocked with it a little bit. But even in that, I still kept saying, like, this nigga, there's something about this nigga is not real. Like it's like see, first of all, as a songwriter, and this goes to you, cause if you watch it, or if you watch this, yo, you rap, you write songs, you write hip hop, you write raps. Like I don't know if you how long you did it, but I've been doing it for decades. Like you can listen to people music. It's no different from listening to a producer's beats. Like you could tell over time who made what beat. I know it sounds like kind of weird, but it's ways to do that. Because even coming up, we knew when it was a KRS One song, we knew it was a Rakim song, we knew when it was a Big Daddy Kane song, by just how the beat came off for the most part. But yeah, we gonna get back into this. But Drake is a liar. You like your first album was mostly the weekend songs and then you use other niggas, and then y'all be up there saying that, oh, he help people. No, he don't. He ride wave. He's a wave rider. That's what he is. And y'all niggas can't see that. And he's not dope. I would destroy Drake. Drake battle me, I would destroy him. That's facts. This is real hip hop over here. Real bars, real lyricism. Not that Dr. Seuss crap that he does. And y'all be like, oh my God, Drake spin bars. Really? Because you can take the simplest stuff and make it sound dope. That's true. But at the same time, I heard Iceman, I heard Hot BT, I made on the majority of all them songs. And they not even meant some of them are straight trash. Come on, how many times you gonna sing the song, you got body by sing a nigga. You got body by sing a nigga. That's whack. It's like nigga, you look into the trash can like Duck did on what's that movie? Not the Fighting Temptations, not Temptations, Five Heartbeats. When he was looking through the garbage for the verse he wrote and they were singing no matter how far we got. We haven't finished yet. You know what I'm saying? That's what it reminded me of. Like he was looking through the garbage for the like we have someone say on this song. That's how I looked at it. But anyway, let's keep it going. I've been going too long. But for real though, he did mess his relationship up with people because he lied. And y'all need to stop saying like he just dope rapper and this prolific writer when he's not. Y'all delusional. Straight for real.
Because today we're breaking down how the culture is reacting to Drake's Iceman era. Let's roll the mix.
Iceman was total bun.
3 albums.
Ironic, cause the Iceman was a nice man. Now I'm hot and cold.
I thought this was funny as shit. Look at this reaction. And they probably gonna get mad again, but look at this reaction. This was funny as shit.
Eat shebang. All of my ops, they dead.
Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they're dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go?
Two alright songs. Whisper My Name and Janice, Shut the Frick Up. A bunch of just sad songs, which are like alright, but like not stuff that I'd want to.
You know it's sad because even I know Drake is fake, yo, but I did like July. I did like Unforgettable. I did like Pound Cake. I did like Nothing Was the Same. I liked a couple of songs, Worst Behavior. I can't hold y'all. But at the same time, I still knew it was fake. Like, how can I say it? I know some people be like, well, even if he ain't write the song, he did it good. Okay, that could be the case. But we talking about hip hop. We not talking about pop. We ain't talking about jazz. We not talking about none of that. We talking about one of the genres that is written by the person who's reciting it. It's like I'm not gonna go to open mic and say somebody else's poems. I'm gonna be like say my own poem, my own poetry. I'm not going to sit there and like, oh, write this poem for me and I can say it. I'm not gonna do it. That's suckerish to me. I'm not doing that. It gotta be my own handwriting, my own words, my own feelings, my own thoughts. What makes me tick. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do hip hop. That's how you do gospel.
Want to go back and listen to. And then after like song 12 or song 11, just like these songs were like made yesterday, bro. They're so bad it feels like they were made yesterday. The Future feature, buns. Nice, you guys got back together, you kissed, you made up, still bad. The 21 Savage feature, totally wasted. Bees on the table. What the hell does that even mean? Around Iceman, buns, bro.
You now have Drake loyalists spazzing out because they now realize that this whole Iceman thing, it's trash. I'm gonna play a few of their comments, but then I'm gonna let you know why they're the reason it's trash.
The crazy thing is that I don't know. I have to keep reiterating the fact that you can't start a relationship with lies, even with your listeners. I mean, niggas love Milli Vanilli in the beginning. Girl, you know it's true. Ooh, 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 I love you. And they had a couple of dope songs. You know what I'm saying? They had a couple of dope songs they did. But when they record skipped, what was that? The Grammy Awards, I believe it was. I remember that night. That was a hellish week for the Milli Vanilli. They got all their awards taken from them and everything. Know why? Because people don't like being duped. They don't like being deceived and hoodwinked. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people want you to agree with Drake music and agree with certain things or even other artists. But when you look at it, it's like, dude, where do you stand as an individual? Like, what's your thoughts? What you rock with? You know what I'm saying? What you run with? Who you down with? Like, what you really for? What you stand for? You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas rock with Drake. What do he stand for? Then y'all niggas be like, oh, he did so much for the community. No, he didn't. I even had niggas from Toronto say he doesn't really get shine like that out there in Toronto. And then on top of he don't really do much. And then y'all like, oh, the God planned video, he's getting our money, of course, because it's tax deductible, my nigga. It's a tax write-off. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really losing in that. I've done taxes for 20-some years. You don't really lose on that. Tax deductibles and all that. That's a win. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying in his song about Kendrick about, oh, you go back to the hill. Nigga, you did all that God plan, giving out stuff to people on video. So that's hypocritical. I don't understand y'all niggas. Y'all niggas just co-sign stuff that's hypocritical. And it's like, you gotta ask yourself this, Drake fans and fans of things that is questionable. How do you live? What's your belief system? How do you move? And you can say, oh, I separate the artist from the music, but hip hop is one of the artists, one of the genres you can't do that too. Just like gospel music. It's hard to separate. You can't separate because only difference between gospel and hip hop is that a lot of people in gospel get songs written for them, but they have to accept the song. If they feel a song, they're gonna sing it. Don't sing it if you don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? But in hip hop, you write the songs and you recite them, whatever how you feeling. You know what I'm saying? But Drake, man, yeah, he ain't no goat. He ain't none of that stuff y'all trying to make it seem. And like I said, what type of person are you? Because if you can co-sign certain stuff, then what does that say about you? You know what I'm saying? He got an album called Made to Honor, one of the 3 albums, with his own mother on the front of it. And I think if I'm correct, there's a little picture of his father and him, but it's mostly his mother. On the album, there's songs about hoes and stuff like that. Why would you put your mother on an album like that? Why would you put her face on the album cover of an album that's mostly about songs is about hoeing and hoes and popping pills and drugs and stuff? Come on now. That's stuff to think about. What type of person are you as a listener? They say birds of a feather flock together. And even if you don't move like him, you co-sign stuff that he do. That's wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be no moral compass on here and anything like that, but I'm just saying, all y'all niggas that's Drake fans, it's one thing to like a nigga music, but when y'all niggas be just all over your head, especially you males that act like females, want to get all in your feelings. I seen 4 niggas trying to talk a grown woman into listening to Drake's new album, and she wasn't interested in it. She got things to do. Well, you can listen while you do whatever you doing, and she still was like, no. And they still kept doing, and he was grown men. We ain't talking about like 20 or 19. We talking about like in their late 30s and early 40s. It was pathetic as heck. Anyway, let's keep going.
Over? What did I miss? Literally. What did I miss? Please don't tell me that was it, bro. Oh my, wait. The fuck,
What's
bro?
the dummy?
Nah, that was like very, very disappointing. Like I was actually told that this was gonna be
Drake lied.
Yo, I can't fake it. I can't fake it. That was ass. I can't fake it. I can't fake it. I actually can't fake it.
It's like Kai is trying to convince himself to not cash that check and just
Oh my gosh, Drake. What could I say about Drake that ain't already been said? Let's see. What's his name? 1900 Rugrat. Say he stole his melody from the beginning of the song. Then Drake and this nigga named The Boy from California, they both stole Mad Dre's song Too Hard for the Radio and both used the words too. That's crazy. Y'all niggas ain't got no creativity, no originality. Y'all got steal other nigga stuff and do it. You know what I'm saying? He's saying stuff like, says, are you kidding me like nieces and nephews? That's corny. You gonna gain like detergent? That's corny. And y'all niggas talking about he got bars? Where? And then he said, oh, my father's going through cancer and fighting stages. No, he not. That was years ago. This nigga Drake lied. He is a manipulator. Y'all fall for everything this nigga say. And y'all respect that? I respect niggas and females who stand on a square, 100% thorough, be who they are, not trying to jump from person to person. Cause that's what Drake did. He ought to be like, oh, he did this, he did no, he's still up in nigga style and run with it. And y'all keep acting like he don't, and he does. I've been in hip hop all my life, like I said. My cousin be trying to come at me like, oh, but you, yeah, but this is new. It ain't no new nothing. And I'm gonna keep it 100. He told me, no, nigga. Sorry, no. There's nothing new under the sun that hasn't already been done, my nigga. So that's the lost cause for you to even say that, my cuz. I love you, cuz, but I'm keeping 100. You way off the square, yo. When it comes to hip hop or being a hip hop head, I'm a music lover too. You can't tell me that I'm not. No, I'm eclectic. I'm an eclectic person. That's the true word that's used for that. You know what I'm saying? I listen to everything. Spanish, Jamaican, everything. I can go on. I can name so many styles of music by these styles. But to be a hip hop head, a true hip hop head, there's rules of engagement. You know what I'm saying? You don't accept fakeness. You don't accept bull crap. You want purity. I'm sure if you were cokehead, you don't want no coke that's 90% sugar and 10% coke, or 85% sugar and 5%. You know what I'm saying? I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. You don't want it all stretched out, right? Come on, man. Y'all niggas need to get your lives together. Y'all up there taking up for niggas that ain't even worth it. Nigga don't even know you. Then on top of it is idolatry. Y'all niggas worshiping niggas like they God. And we ain't even supposed to do that neither. And then on top of it, what about all the other niggas that's nice? It's other niggas way nicer than Drake. Way nicer than mad niggas that's not even known. I'm one of them niggas like, yo, hey, yo, for real. Contraband, Culture Contra, mad niggas. Even the old school niggas, KS1, Buckshot Shorty, Big Daddy Kane, mad niggas, Cameron, mad niggas. I can name mad niggas that's out right now. The Lost Boys. All these niggas got dope new stuff. Real talk. And y'all niggas, I heard my cousin said something about Max B and French Montana. First of all, French Montana is not. Well, I don't think about Max B. He said he's not lyrical, which I respect that. You know what I'm saying? It's all right to be a dope rapper. Everybody MCs are lyricists. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. I mean, to me, Big Daddy Kane's a lyricist, so Max B can't rock with that on that level. If Big Daddy Kane battled Max B would lose. I'm gonna keep 100. Drake battled me, he would lose. If it's mad niggas I can name right now that would lose if they battled certain niggas, real talk. But yeah, like I said, can't start a relationship off with lies. You know what I'm saying? My thing with Drake is like you want to play this role, you want to be sneaky, you want to have niggas write songs for you and all this stuff, and then talk like you that nigga when it ain't even your songs, nigga. You don't even write none of those words. None of that emulated from you. I mean, illuminated from you. My bad. I used the wrong word. A little tired, but yeah. It's like, dude, come on now. Keep it 100. You don't do that.
Tell the truth. Listen, Drake fans, you're the reason it's trash. You're the reason you're having such a horrible experience with it. This is the same shit Drake has always put out. In fact, it's the same song in the past 2 years. No face, no face. Which one? Which one? What did I miss? What did I miss? All the same fucking song. And now you want him to change it. He doesn't know how because you've always loved this garbage.
See, Iceman, it was solid. It wasn't ass. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't like, oh, you have to listen to this. It was just a Drake album. But then when you look at them other two albums this nigga put out, oh, no. I don't know what was doing.
For me, 2 out of 10. There were 18 songs on this album. Out of the 18, I only liked 3. Well, do some basic algebra here. 3 out of 18 equals score out of 10. Multiply both sides by 10 to get 30. Over 18, that boils down to 1.6. Round that up, you get 2. But it wasn't just sad because there were only 3 songs out of 18 that I liked. but the contents of the album were depressing.
On Iceman. Y'all already know how I felt about it, right? Like I listened to it and I didn't make you guys listen to it, right? So I just gave you guys my opinion on each song after each song, and then I gave you guys my take on the album itself. Now, genuinely, I said, okay, there's probably 4 or 5 songs on this album, but I don't know what you would go back to. So I've been seeing all weekend, gang. All weekend, I've been seeing fans, actual fans of Drake that are disappointed in the project. I've seen people who are happy with the project, but I've seen more fans not happy with what they got.
Drake now officially holds the Spotify records for the biggest drop-off from day 1 to day 2 ever. He lost 60% of his streams on certain songs and overall lost 80% of the whole album, and 70 million streams were removed from his account because of clearly bottom.
The way this man has unflinchingly released some of the laziest projects of his whole career without even second guessing himself, be it either More Life or honestly Nevermind, and yet it took years for Drake to figure out what he was going to do on Iceman, working from a place of disarray out in the open the entire time. Because what a lot of Drake's fans have built up to be a methodical, ambitious rollout has just been one long, ongoing distraction for Drake to figure out what his next move or sure bet is going to be.
Hello, this is your friendly neighborhood indie rapper Open Mike Eagle, and I'm here today with no chat. Just me and you. You know why there's no chat? Because everybody left. I put on Drake's Iceman album, and everybody left. I played the album on stream, and it made everyone in the chat feel sick and dirty. We had to go our separate ways and take showers and burn candles and listen to music that we actually enjoy. We usually listen to stuff like Fatboy Sharif, Reese Langston, Armand Hammer, or Jill Scott, but we like to stay moderately hip, so sometimes we listen to stuff that's not necessarily in our wheelhouse. We listen to that abysmal Wayne album. We listen to both discs, J. Cole's The Fall Off. We listened to that last Eminem album where he was rapping to himself, asking himself whether or not he should keep writing bars that are intended to shock middle schoolers. We listen to stuff we don't like sometimes. We have a chuckle, it brings us together, and we move on. This album didn't do that. This album made everybody feel sick and sad.
This is why people can't take this shit serious. You hear shit like this and y'all try to say this is the GOAT? This is insane.
Manish on the beat, shebang. All of my ops, they're dead. Why do they gas me up? Where does it go? My head? This nigga sucks!
This has been the consistent reaction to these records, you know, and Drake brought this upon himself. I think that he's just at a place where people just not gonna fuck with him, because they just don't. Look at this shit. This is consistent. I'm not making this shit up.
Cabin Chanel. That man said, these niggas measuring their dick size in millimeters. I rack up a tab at Chanel, because I do buy like I'm Middle Eastern.
I don't think niggas really listen to Drake bars the right way. Like, do you actually read his bars? Like, a lot of his stuff don't even rhyme at all. Like, it don't even, the words don't even match up the rhyme, any of that. It's like, that's how, man, this album, like, on this album, like, the Iceman album is like that. All three of them joints like that. If you listen to them songs, a lot of them words don't rap, they don't rhyme or nothing. He just try to push them and force them to correlate with each other, but they really don't.
I do buy like I'm Middle Eastern. What the hell? These are actual bars, y'all. What the hell? These are actual bars, y'all. These are not made up shit.
These rappers measuring their dick size in millimeters. I rack up a tab in Chanel, because I do buy like I'm...
I I do buy like I'm Middle Eastern. Man, I swear.
Buns! I can't even lie, man. Iceman overly ass, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. This shit really sad. And granted, that's the only of the three I've heard, bro. I couldn't listen to all that shit. I couldn't go 3 hours straight of this nonsense. But I ain't gonna lie. Listening to Iceman, dude. And look, I won't even be on some lame shit where that shit was too long, bro. And cause I understand that nigga had shit to say, bro. It's been like 1.5 years since all the beef shit happened. All these niggas switched up on him. He got a lot of shit to say, bro. I just feel like on a lot of these songs.
Why do niggas keep saying that nigga switched up on Drake? Can I ask y'all listeners and watchers the question? If I'm supposed to be your friend, even a bestie, or whatever you want to call me, me mad tight, or we supposed to be mad tight, and I'm hitting on your woman, or I'm trying to steal your business, or take things from you because I want them, and you find out about it, and you start messing with me, how's that switching up on me? When I be the one who was doing the switching up? Come on, man. Y'all niggas is sad, yo. Them niggas, he was sleeping on people's wives and all that. People who have covenants with God, vows with God. And then he's saying stuff like, oh, y'all need to take a page out the Bible and read it. Talking about the special place in hell. Really? You the nigga call yourself God, sex God. You a false God. But you the one who do that. You're the one who's supposed to be, you the one who's half Jewish. Well, y'all converts anyway. Y'all not really the biblical Jews. But no, that's even here and there. That's not what this is about. This is about this, and I ain't scared to speak my mind. So don't think I'm backpedal because I won't. But yeah, you eat crabs and lobsters and all that stuff. So yeah, if we were still under the old laws, yeah, you'll be in trouble, my nigga. You'll be in trouble. Let's keep it 100. And you're a hypocrite saying about them in the Bible, but y'all don't even believe in Yeshua HaMashiach.
He was just saying the same shit. Oh, all these niggas switched up on me and talk about specific things. A lot of times, like he did that like 5 or 6 times. 5-minute songs just saying that same shit, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. In the big 2026 at
Harlem,
asking me to dedicate 2 to 3 hours to 3 Drake albums.
We don't do that here.
That's not happening. I'm sorry. Listen, when I go to the grocery store, I don't eat everything at the grocery store. I don't watch everything on Netflix. I don't listen to every album that come on streaming services. No, not me. I am the king of ignoring some BS and some bullshit. And I believe after seeing that Drake released 3 albums, it's gonna be on some BS and bullshit. So last night around 12:36, I woke up in the middle of the night, right? About 12:30 something, I woke up. I saw the timeline. I typed in Drake on my streaming service of choice, which is YouTube Music. You get YouTube Premium. I think that's the best deal, especially.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we got some streamers, some people's thoughts on the album, and let's get right to it.
The Drake album, from what I've listened.
This is your rage if you don't know who he is.
The Drake album, from what I've listened to, I think my hype for it was more than how good it actually was.
Random, this ain't got nothing to do with anything. This nigga look like Ski Master Slump Guy. I can't be the first person who said that. I don't really watch a lot of his content, but I'm looking at him like, this look like Ski. He looks exactly like Ski. Like, remove the tattoos from Ski, put his head, his dreads in a do-rag. Nigga, that's you, right? My bad. Anyway, so.
More than how good it actually was. The Iceman tracks, the CD side, the Iceman side was cool.
That's my take too. It was cool, but
a few songs I like, a few songs I gotta go back and re-listen to. I might download maybe, but that could just be right now. It could grow on me this weekend or something. But I don't know if a lot of it is for me, and that's okay. Because if it was for me, and I honestly just don't like it, then I'd probably like 10 for 41, 12 for 41.
Woo! That's a
The first thing every reactor agreed on, dropping 3 albums at once, was an ego play, not a fan play. Nobody asked for this. It didn't make the music better, it just made everything worse.
All right, let's talk about this Drake album. Not because I'm a Drake fan, not because I'm a Drake hater. I'm just a music junkie. I'm gonna tell you what I like about this, what I hate about this, and what the hell he did, and why the hell did he put out 3 albums at one time. Ridiculous. So first things first, off the back, this is just way too much music. Way too much music. It kind of reminds me of that time. Remember when Chris Brown put out an album not too long ago, and it was like damn near 30 tracks, and like you start to listen to it, and then you're like, nah, that's enough. This is way too much. He overdid it. Like, what for, man? We did not need 3 albums. Nobody asked for 3 albums. 1 album would have been cool, whatever, put it out there, go through it, whatever, I'll give you a rating. But 3 albums, I can't even get through that right now. Secondly, there's no substance in his music right now. I feel like he's not who he used to be. There's no, like, flavor, there's no bounce. He's crying on every track. He's complaining on
overkill. Honestly, I really tried to listen to it. I don't even know what the other 2 sound like. Every song that everybody in the chat said they like, I thought everything I heard was horrible. I even played the shit back twice. And I live near and or in downtown LA, and I was headed to Long Beach, downtown Long Beach. So anybody who's familiar with our city, that's at least 45-minute drive. So I purposely set it up. I set it up that way to be like, hey, I'm in traffic. I gotta listen to this. Play it back.
Y'all, shout out to Tay. Thank you, Tay, for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate you, Tay.
Oh, you said it was whack.
Horrible.
Messiah, what you say? It was mid. It was mid. For a nigga to take 2 years to make an album, he basically made 2 years just to respond to all his quote unquote haters, and it was mid. I'm at this point now. It's like everybody want the old Drake. Old Drake is long gone. He's no longer. His ghostwriters is not. They extinct. He's not coming back. At this point, Drake makes party music, and he makes music for people with a 9th grade reading level.
Oh my God, bro. Damn, you had to kill him like that. Do him like that. 9th grade is crazy. You could have at least gave him like 10th grade. No, maybe 11th.
That's where he's at. 9th grade reading level is crazy. People be acting like his cadence is he's good at the flow and on being on tracks, but his cadence ain't that deep. Like niggas be acting like Cuz just dropped some lyrical miracle bars.
He did.
It wasn't, oh, I'm trying to get my fans 3 quality albums. It was, oh, I'm about to drop as much music as I can at one time so I can break every single record known to man. That was his whole end goal. And that's kind of what he's doing right now. He wants that ego boost. That's why he dropped 3 albums of kind of mid. Iceman cool, the other 2 was really bad. The Habiti album, it was, damn, that shit was boring. If I'm just gonna be completely honest, look, right? Especially going from Iceman to listening to that, it was so boring. That album it sounded like throwaways. And it was like, okay, some of the songs might have been decent.
It do have some dope beats. I'll give it that. It do have dope productions, but as far as lyrics, even when they just talking about, oh, Molly Santana, her shit was garbage too. Excuse my language. It was garbage. Then he's like, oh, Future, no. Future's not lyrical. Future's alright. I rock with Future a little bit, but y'all be making niggas make it seem like they more than what they are. And the only reason niggas like these niggas is because they dumb down niggas. They don't be talking about nothing. There's no substance really. There's nothing. And niggas be like hating. It's not hating niggas. Y'all niggas hate the truth, nigga. Know what I'm saying? You know what's funny? Because I'm not trying to be a preacher and anything on here, but I'm going to keep it 100. Everything that God say applies to everything in our lives, from what we do, our moves we make, the way we think, the way we talk, the way we dress, everything we do, you know what I'm saying? He's got something on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all niggas be like, oh, y'all just haters. No. The Bible tell us that people gonna hate the truth. They gonna look at you like they gonna be scoffers. You know what I'm saying? When you tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? They like the lies. They want their itching ears to be scratched. You know what I'm saying? What they want to hear. And like I said, I'm not trying to be all biblical on y'all, but I'm just giving you food for thought. Like, yo, you gotta look how everything plays into each other. No matter what part of life you in, no matter what you are in life, what you doing, God plays in it some way, somehow. Now look at this. Oh, you haters, y'all hate Drake, y'all hate to know niggas telling the truth, but y'all don't like that.
Like, WNBA was probably the best song on that whole project, and I think that WNBA song should have made Iceman, but it didn't for some reason. It went on that project. It was a really good song, but that was like the best song on that project. A lot of them other songs was just Drake singing the same thing over and over and over for 5 minutes straight. A lot of them songs was 3, 4, 5 minutes long. And look, I'm not one of them, oh, my attention span's in the dirt. I can't listen to a long song, my nigga. I'll go throw on a whole Tame Impala album and run it back 4 times. And them songs be long as hell. Point is, Drake was making long-ass songs that just sounded like the same thing over and over again. I remember it was one song.
Yeah, I just like the whole you getting bodied by a singer nigga song when he keep saying it over and over. It was boring. I stayed up to like 5 o'clock in the morning listening to 3 albums of Drake with Fantano, and I got some chuckles out of it. I'll admit. But yeah, it's like it was boring. I stayed awake through the whole day, but I had times when I was dozing off like, this is boring. Fail. I'll keep it 100. Something is dope. I'll say it's dope. The production, a lot of production was dope. He didn't have too many switch beats on it. Like he kept switching beats up like it was gonna make the song better and it didn't. Even when people said about the Future song, like, oh, it was whack with Drake, but when Future come on, it still was whack. The beat change was alright, but it was still whack to me.
I was listening to it. If I could find a clip, I'll play it. I was listening to it and I was like just check it out because it was Drake singing the same hook over and over and over for 5 minutes and it was so boring. And I'm just like, damn.
I go in, I type Drake, and I see 3 albums.
My disappointment is immeasurable.
Maid of Honor, Habibti, Iceman. I knew right then all I needed to know about the quality, not the quantity, the quality that Drake was coming with. I stopped listening to Chris Brown a long time ago for shit like this. I am not a quantity over quality person. If it had just been Iceman, I might have listened to it and I might have entertained it. But once I saw that, I knew for one, the quality wasn't going to be there. For 2, they were going to make excuses. Oh, these are just label obligations. I could just see. I started looking at the timeline. I had owl fans in my DMs, owl fans in my comment section telling me, y'all won. You got it. This ain't it. And so for me, I'm not going to waste my time. When you get older, the reason why I mentioned the grocery stores, because when you get older, you start looking at the nutrients facts on the back. You start being like, hold on, man. What the heck is all of this? Now, unfortunately, we live in a society where damn near everything got way more ingredients than it should have, especially here in America. Our food is to keep the shelf life and to keep people coming back and to get people to keep spending is all type of ingredients in our food. I go to Aldi and a lot of times everybody always talk about Aldi is cheaper. You go look at Aldi stuff, it says 3 ingredients, right? It'd be like 3 to 4 ingredients. People trying to crap on it. Now, unfortunately, a lot of
know why? Because I don't know if y'all know this, but when it comes to Aldi's, which me and my wife, we go there. The thing about Aldi's is that they stuff don't come from America. It comes from Germany. And over in the European side of things, they prohibit a lot of chemicals and things of that nature, like yellow number 6 and all this other stuff that we use in our food. So a lot of stuff, everything at Aldi's come from out of the country. It come from Germany, of course, and that's why they don't have all those chemicals in their food and things of the nature. That's just a fun fact. Let's keep going.
Stuff in the grocery store in general, no matter where you buy it from, has genetically modified food in it. But everybody trying to make a big deal about that. Technically, broccoli is genetically modified, right?
Yep.
We created broccoli. You can Google
it's
that.
Man-made.
That's neither here nor there. You start looking at the nutrients facts, and the nutrients facts that I look at when I want to, with Drake, if I want to listen to Drake, is horrible. Gambling groomer. He's still suing. Maybe if he wasn't suing, I would feel a little bit more ethical and listen to this album. But because he's...
To me, Drake is the epitome of an only child. Narcissist. Gotta have your way. When it don't fit, when it don't. So gassed up in your head that you think you this nigga that you really not. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me when God talks about spirit, sending out the spirit of delusion upon the earth to let people believe they lies, believe they deceits and they deceptions. And that's why I look at Drake and other people in the world like, when they move the way they move, I'm like, yeah, that spirit of deception out here, that spirit of delusion is out here, that God says he's gonna put down on the earth is out here. That's how it's looking to me.
Still has the lawsuit going. I don't feel no type of way not listening to this album. I don't. The nutrients fact, gambling groomer. Shout out to Professor Sky. He's still suing. He's been morally and artistically bankrupt for years. I don't want to hear him whine or complain. The beef was 2 years ago. Don't want to hear that. And you really think about it, he's given us 4 albums, right? Because Give Me a Hug was sneak dissing. F a battle rap, I'm trying to get a party lit. And now 2 years later, a year later, you want some, like you trying to, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to get the cliff notes from people online. My soul and my body cannot listen to that. I'm taking a stand of not listening to Iceman. Personally, I don't think there's anything that I can get out of it. If his own fans are hitting me up and saying, nah, this ain't it, son.
Hey, look at Academic trying to stay away. You know he's trying to stay away. That nigga get his behind beat by the Sandman. You know what I'm saying? And all y'all niggas that talking about Jay-Z verse was whack, y'all niggas is whack. And y'all lack comprehension skills. That's why it goes over your head. And most of y'all niggas don't know that or came up with Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt, and all that stuff. So of course you don't know his history and all that. So of course you're gonna say it's whack. And y'all niggas got 5th grade reading levels. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't even comprehend correctly. And most of y'all niggas got ADHD and can't even read, and y'all in your 20s. And that's facts. It's a lot of y'all. And I ain't dissing, but I'm dissing. Take it how you want to take it. Because I'm a straightforward person. Like, yo, Jay-Z, what he said was, I understood it. Because I ran with Jay-Z from Reasonable Doubt all the way up, from Rock La Familia, all that. You know what I'm saying? Day in a Lifetime, and all that stuff that he had. You know what I'm saying? And mostly, when I was coming up, most rappers and MC lyricists, niggas had strong fan bases. And everybody ain't sounding the same like y'all niggas doing now. You know what I'm saying? That's facts. You know what I'm saying? You want to hear real music? You know what I'm saying? Y'all was tired of niggas sounding like auto-tunes and want to be singing on their hooks and stuff. Like they Drake and other niggas that sing like they Lauryn Hill, and they not. Lauryn Hill could do that, excuse me, but y'all niggas ain't equipped to do that. I could sing, but I don't even really do that. But yeah, come on, listen to that Beginning of Me album. Come on down, So Infinity Music Works. Listen to that Beginning of Me album, and I'll give you some substance. I'll give you some bars. I'll give you something to think about with dope beats, for real. But anyway, let's get back into this.
If I'm being honest, this is a nigga who's been listening to Drake for, my nigga, a decade and a half. There's not that many standout songs off the first listen. And in my personal opinion, I feel like if he just made one project, I mean, shit, it's obvious he's trying to get out his deal or whatever he got going on.
And that right there is what's his name? Plaque Boy Max. He one of Drake's biggest fans. Biggest stands, not fans, but stands. To the point where he even wanted to see Drake penis, which he did see. I thought was questionable, but he did see. I don't know what's up with all that, but yeah, let's keep going.
He literally rapped about it, but it's like, fuck, bro.
It's so crazy watching these people because these are some of the biggest Drake pushers, media mouthpieces for Drake. He is trying to give it a positive. He's trying to be nice, but his body, there's a real nigga in there somewhere going like, nah, nigga.
Not only was there a short film.
Yeah, I watched the listening session with him right here, Fantano.
Iceman episodic series of videos that mostly served to put out song clips of ideas that Drake was kind of, beta testing for the record, obviously. But the dude also dropped multiple demos, song sketches, stuff through that plot twist account, whatever the hell 100 gigs was, even singles like What Did I Miss that dropped in July of last year that everybody somehow forgot about because nobody's been listening to that damn song since. Not to mention the track didn't even make it to #1 and tumbled down the charts pretty quickly after its peak. Drake also did songs with Yeet and 21 Savage that were also pretty quickly forgotten. A Hey There Delilah cover that I never want to think about again. And of course that whole Some Sexy Songs For You collaborative album with Party Next Door. One of the most drab projects he has ever put out, save for Nokia, which was the closest thing to a broadly appealing smash that Drake has delivered in the last few years. All of this points to a reality that I feel like a lot of Drake's biggest fans are having a hard time facing, that the boy doesn't really have the juice quite like he used to.
The thing nobody could ignore, Kendrick Lamar is all over this album. 2 years after the beef, Drake spit 18 tracks still clearly in his feelings about it. Every reactor clocked it immediately.
Let me tell you what I got from this, and let me tell you my favorite songs. So this is what I got from this. The Kendrick Lamar beef, that really effed him up. It really did. He lost sleep. He really has changed from that. In fact, the 2009 Drake Innocence that we used.
You know why Drake is really messed up psychologically? Because, like I said, people gassed him up. He think he's somebody he's really, really not. It's like how they say it. The person on the throne is not the one in power. It's the ones behind the throne that hold the true power, and that would be his ghostwriters and people he stole from, cadences and flows and lyrics from, and people who wrote songs for him, like The Weeknd giving him his songs. You know what I'm saying? Him jumping on other people's songs. Like I heard some people say about, oh, he the one who pushed on Migos. No, he didn't. Cause that whole Versace joint, and I'm out in Indiana, and we was listening to Versace with Migos way before Drake ever even got on it. To be honest with you, I only heard this joint with Drake one time. It was always just Migos. Just like every other song he jumped on a Tuesday. I heard that song. They used to run that in Indianapolis on the radio. For real, for real. And if Drake wasn't in it, it was just him. I love McConnell. It was just him by himself. Wait, that's why I'm like, why y'all niggas doing this? Why are so many people doing this, calling for Drake? Why? Because I'm gonna keep it 100, and y'all know most y'all niggas gonna look at me like, cause my cousin be like, oh, he take it for I know he don't. You was delusional, cousin. If you really think that, no, he don't. I can see you don't really understand how things work in the world, or how some of y'all don't understand how things work in the world, and how things are perceived and looked at. You know what I'm saying? My cousin said, "Oh, he look, no, he don't. No, he don't. They got mad racists in this world. But I bet you some of them they own their own company. I bet you they got black people working for them if they got the skills that they need. Because when it comes to capitalism, it's all about the paper, not the color of the skin. So if you don't like niggas or whatever you claim you don't like, if you can make a money off of them, you're gonna do it. Unless you just have this moral compass that's like, oh, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. But that's probably not the case. Yeah, like he helping people. My cousin said, oh, he is people. No, he don't. He uses the black race to connect with us to make money off us, just like everybody else does. And that's facts. But y'all niggas too blind to see that, or y'all just don't want to see it, because y'all want to live in your little fantasy world.
To Innocent Drake that we used to listen to, that man is dead. In fact,
there was never a Drake that y'all used to listen to. There was ghostwriters that y'all used to listen to that Drake was reciting their words. So when you hear people say, "Oh, we miss the old Drake," no, you miss his ghostwriters. You really let's keep it technical. Let's keep it all the way funky. You're really missing the writers. You're really missing niggas who wrote for him. You're not really missing Drake because all he doing is saying their words that you happen to like, but it's their words, not his. Let's keep it 100. Stop trying to beat around the bush and circle back and all this bull crap. Let's keep it 100. And that's what most of y'all niggas won't do. Y'all won't keep it 100. You could like something and still and still tell the truth about it. Come on, man. Let's keep y'all niggas is just fugazi.
In fact, he has a scar. He hasn't really healed from the beef, and in fact, he's quite angry.
Yeah, because Kendrick exposed him. And it's crazy how he did it. He kind of put him on blast, but he did it kind of in a gentleman's way. He could have went ratchet and straight hood on him, but he didn't. He kept it kind of like subtle, like kind of laid back, like even with not like us. You know what I'm saying? He did say pedophile and all that, but he done that. That's another thing. Y'all keep saying, oh, he called Drake a pedophile. No, he didn't. He called them pedophiles. He didn't say Drake. He said them. He's talking about them. It was plural. Even when he said certified lover boys, the lover boys is plural. Boys with an S. Get your comprehension skills up. Even when he said certified pedophiles, he said S at the end, making it plural. Please, people, get your education up. Because y'all niggas can't comprehend or can't retain information. That's what it seemed like to me.
He's quite angry. He's dead to everybody. He's kind of hardened. His heart is kind of hardened. Even though he says that his heart is softened. People who've said bad things to him, to his face, you're dead to him. People who've said bad things about him behind his back, you're dead to him.
For the fact that you single.
How, nigga, you was sleeping with niggas' wives? They're supposed to be your friends. You slept with Lil Wayne, the nigga who put you on. You slept with that nigga girl while he was locked up. And then on top of it, y'all talk about Jay-Z, but Jay-Z paid Lil Wayne taxes. Where was Drake at? Why that nigga didn't help him? Y'all niggas is fugazi. All y'all niggas. Related or not, y'all niggas fugazi. Like y'all niggas be up there taking it for niggas that don't deserve it, giving niggas accolades that don't deserve it. This nigga's no better than Milli Vanilli or Boney M, which is another group that had performers on stage, but they wasn't ones really doing the singing. It was other people. Come on, man. Y'all niggas is clashes. For real, for real. And I just don't respect none of y'all fake niggas, yo. Or any nigga who think Drake is a GOAT, Drake is this and son. He not any nigga who get anybody who write live chat GPT, whoever, any rappers out there like that. I'm like, if you say niggas writing your stuff and you just doing it because you like rhyming, I can respect it, like Cardi B types. But when you up there trying to boast and brag like you that nigga and other niggas writing your stuff, I can't respect that. And y'all little scallywag niggas, y'all up there co-signing that. That's corny to me. Y'all niggas ain't hip-hop heads. Most of Drake fans is pop niggas.
Handily tried to ruin hip-hop with this lawsuit because, right, Drake tried to sue Kendrick. He was like, yeah, Kendrick was lying on me.
Oh, my bad for cutting this off. But then let's not forget the song when he said, I'm trying to change the game. He tried to make it to fit his benefits. But y'all niggas don't comprehend or see anything. Listen to this nigga's song. This nigga telling you the song where he trying to manipulate hip-hop. Hip-hop is American, black American at that. It ain't Canadian. It ain't Botswana or UK. It started in the BX, my nigga. NY. C. Straight facts. Graffiti started in Philly. Straight facts. Niggas burning. Burners. Graffiti. Come on, man. Hip hop was already didn't have that name. Then it got popularized. You know what I'm saying? The name hip hop, the word hip hop. And then hip hop was it's the culture. The way we dress, the way we speak, the way we move, dance, the music we make, hip hop. Rap represents hip hop. Now they got it where there's two genres, hip hop and rap. When it's just hip hop is the culture, rap is the music that represents hip hop. Like gospel music and contemporary Christian music represents God, the Bible, and the church and believers.
But you're also leaving out the fact that you were lying on Kendrick. Y'all lied on each other on both sides of the table.
I don't know about that because he's talking about the little girl. I seen that little girl. Her last name is Graham, and that's facts. Her last name is Graham. You can go find that on YouTube. Her last name is Graham. And then his father actually got a picture with that little girl.
Sides of this, you two niggas lied on each other. We had Kendrick lying about Drake and his daughter. We had Drake lying about Kendrick allegedly putting hands on his wife. So for you to come out and try to sue Kendrick, basically saying this was defamation, he's trying to, ruin my character. Y'all both lied on each other. Him calling you saying you like A minors, nigga. You can't be mad at him for that because you said he beat his wife. Bro, y'all niggas was lying on each other. So for you to come out here, start this lawsuit that went on for months and months where you're trying to sue every label ever known for this and that, y'all realize, right, if this Drake lawsuit would have went right and he would have been able to really sue Kendrick and ruin him because he said whatever he said on the song, that shit kind of would have ruined music. Not even just for hip-hop, for everything. You say anything on these songs that maybe somebody don't like what you said, now they suing you. Now it's like a whole part of music that's no longer able to happen. You can't speak on these songs how you want to. You and somebody in a rap beef and you dissing them, now he's suing you for dissing them back, and now you get sued? Like, the logic don't make sense. Drake would have opened up a real bad door for music if them lawsuits would have went how he wanted them to go.
Tweet for Drill. Don't tell anybody he was mad. Even though it's 2 years later, and he's calling Kendrick Lamar Muggsy Bogues. He's mad at LeBron James for switching teams. And he's mad at DJ.
How you mad at grown men? First of all, DeRozan, he's from where where Kendrick is from. That would be like somebody get mad with me for going to hang with niggas that they got beef with that I grew up with from day one in the projects I'm from or the street I'm from, 147th Street. Like, how you gonna get mad with niggas I was diaper buddies with that I knew all my life, that never shaded me, never stabbed me in my back, that have no reason to hate on them, no reason to reject them. Why would I do that for you? And you can say we close and we friends, but I was rocking with them. It ain't more. It ain't. Y'all can say I knew them first. You know what I'm saying? That really don't play a part in the closeness. I mean, it can, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it depends on the chemistry and the relationships you have with people. But yeah, like how you get mad? Then you getting grown ass men pictures tattooed on you, and you get mad, and then you gonna talk about somebody jumping teams, nigga. Like you jump artists from artist to artist and use them and rave ride, nigga. Let's talk about it. And KD is your favorite, your best friend, ain't he? How many teams that nigga been on? Come on, man, you a hypocrite, bro. Straight hypocrite. And then again, and then the pedophile allegation that been going on before. Let's not like us came out. I've been seeing videos about Drake and the whole messing with young girl, Millie Bobby Brown, and all these people way before the beef even came about on the scale that it did.
Khaled for not weighing in on the battle 2 years ago. He's definitely not mad. He's not mad. Even though he took his record label to court and called his Atlanta feature Ran to Atlanta and told somebody named Janice, who is either an employee at UMG or Baby Keem's mom, to shut the fuck up. He's not mad. You see, he's not mad. Even though he was a nice man and now he's an immigration customs enforcement man, is not because something happened that made him mad. That is definitely not why.
It was pitiful because Drake spent a good portion of this album still so clearly hurt and in his feelings and just down on himself about losing the rap beef to Kendrick. You know, it wasn't honest about it. You see, it'd be one thing if he wanted to talk about this beef. Granted, this album should have come out a year and a half ago, honestly, but at least a year ago, right? When it would have made much more sense to still be talking about it. But even if you wanted to talk about it, at least be honest. You know, let people in, right? Really walk us through how this shit affected you emotionally. Instead, Drake spends about 18 songs trying to convince us that either A, he didn't really lose the beef, or B, he doesn't care, it doesn't affect him, right? This is the whole point of him calling himself Ice. Out of nowhere, this guy, we've all known him as Drake for so long, now he's Iceman. He is trying to convince us that he was unaffected. Yet, if he was unaffected, it wouldn't have taken him 2 years to drop an album. If he was unaffected, he wouldn't still be sending shots at Kendrick. If he was unaffected, he wouldn't be talking so much about all the people that switched up on him. If he was unaffected, he wouldn't have named the one song he had featuring Future, Ran to Atlanta, which is supposed to be a callback to how Kendrick accused Drake of always running to Atlanta when he wanted to up his street cred or get some more credibility in the black community by making music with Atlanta rappers.
Shit from people, right? And then you'll see him like practice the shit. He does it in a joking manner, but what he really doing is he's practicing the fucking lingo. He gets on these songs and he finds ways to fucking incorporate them on these songs. And to everybody else, they're like, damn, this thing be saying some catchy shit. Yeah, because he using all the catchy shit that other people do. Sauce Walker, right? Him and Sauce Walker had an issue for some time. And what was that over? Stealing styles. It's like you keep taking shit, you borrow from here, you borrow from there, and then you come back and you sprinkle all that shit in these records. That's why you see him with all these different cadences, and then these people sit there and they fall for it. They're like, oh my gosh, man, this song is so catchy. Yeah, because he heard that shit somewhere else and he used it in the song. Like, come on, man, we gotta, the game is there, we see it. Pink said dropping 3 mid to trash albums to get out of a deal is fucking stupid. It's disrespectful.
By dropping a song that goes into a new direction, yeah, I think that's all done. Be it either due to the beef or or years of self-fulfilling prophecy packed into every album for the last 6 or 7 years, where Drake is throwing out endless subliminals alongside all of these proclamations of how alone and isolated he is in the world, how lonely it is at the top. And now more than ever on Iceman, that really does seem to be the world he is living in. And that already seemed like it was the case on For All the Dogs. Now it is worse. And even if the first day numbers on this album are impressive, which they were,
Iceman's a stupid title and a dumb thing to use. Cause I rock with, you know what I'm saying? Cause he probably got that from Bobby Drake, which is Iceman's real name from the X-Men. And it's funny because Iceman and the X-Men got converted into a alternate lifestyle superhero now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when anybody did that, but yeah, that's what happened. I guess to be progressive or stay up with the times of how life is now. But yeah, poor choice, poor choice of album title. And Janice Shut the F Up is a stupid title about a song dissing bloggers and people talking about his personal life. Nigga, no, nigga, you niggas ain't. My whole thing is it because niggas be like, oh, that's Ryan Drake dick, excuse my language and everything like that. But it's not really. People be curious about what's going on in the world or what's going on with certain people, and then you keep hearing about certain stuff. You get to the point where you be like, no, what's this about? I'm tired of hearing about this. Let me see what this is about. They talking on. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's keep going.
I don't think long term this is a sustainable model for Drake, because Drake historically is nothing if not a collaborator, an adopter of different styles and regional music trends, and that has depended on the willingness of other artists from whatever world he is trying to emulate to bring him along the way and legitimize whatever it is he's attempting.
And that's the Pop Post Breakdown. From fans to critics, the main reaction is that Drake may still be huge, but this project has people questioning the direction, the emotion, and whether the old Drake energy is still there. Big respect to all the reactors and contributors. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Was Iceman overhated, or is Drake losing his touch? Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next Pop Pulse Mix.
Yeah, man, that whole Drake debacle is crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? All y'all music listeners out there, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, for real, like, listen to other artists, yo. Give other people chances. When I was coming up, we listened to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always reiterate this. KS1 and them, Boogie Down Production didn't sound like Juice Crew. Juice Crew didn't sound like Mashup Posse. You know what I'm saying? A Poor Righteous Teacher. They all had their own styles and ways and had all their own uniqueness. Public Enemy didn't sound like DOS Effect, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all get the drift of where I'm going with this. Listen to us, you know what I'm saying? Check out KSG Via Faith, which is me. The Beginning of Me album is on all platforms. You can listen to it free or even on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube Music. All my albums on there. You know what I'm saying? I got something for everybody. I got a new song album coming out, but it's an EP called I Am KSG Via Faith with 3 songs from my man David Linhoff that I did with him from Germany. Trying to get my paperwork in order still, trying to get my my visual channel back. You know what I'm saying? That's taking a minute, but I'm here for that. I guess I have patience and virtue. But yeah, we're gonna listen to 2 of my new songs I'm working on that I ain't put out yet. The first one is The Number of Man, and the second one is Pole Position. Now, The Number of Man, that song was inspired by watching all, podcasters and people talking about, what's her name, Georgiana and Drake and all these other, people like them, and how they get glazed and they not even that dope, you know what I'm saying? Or how people worshiping Drake and like he's gone and he not. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Number of Man is about. And the reason it's called Number of Man because he like to call himself the sixth God. And you know what I'm saying? They said the number of man is 666. That's the book of Revelations. You know what I'm saying? It all ties in together when you hear the song. So let's get into that and see what we popping off on that. Cause I like doing regular music. I like doing bop your head music. But some once in a while I gotta go a little deeper, but I still like to keep it clean and serene. And, you know what I mean? Let's get into this, baby. Let's see it. selling its souls for the lies they're told, trapped in a script, just a part of the plan. Flying to the way of the number. Burning bridges, don't blow my vision. Don't need no shortcuts or a mission. Forget the world and every hating ass family member living in it. The world and whatever is trending, I don't fit in within it. With these gamma ray wordplay, but turn your brain intellect with two voices in my head. I hear they write their own lyrics. Read through the Z deep in me, nigga. This is not a gimmick. No connection to possession. This is not demonic spirit. Don't need your clearance, no opinions. That nigga stay keeping feelings. Ask you project when I see. I can see without embarrassed. From the dark energies from those around me who be living. Mom and grandma taught me love, but you get worked when you caring. So I strive to stay away. That's the only way to keep forbearance. Niggas think they know me, but there's things I'm not sharing. I'm just waiting for the day to leave their consciously searing. The day the world stops sinning when the heavens interfering. When the church teach with love instead of being overbearing. The body, the flesh, the heart, the sin. We fade away in the palm of his hand. They're chasing the ghost, they're chasing the plan. Just dying to be the number of men. Yo, my energy Jurassic, consume you like fast acid. Everything is not a classic. Ghost dog, I got back with angel light, speaking plastic. Recyclable with the actions, niggas talking. I be patient with everything you do be blasphemous. The 6 be the number of men. Y'all looking past it. To see the whole world with his words and his action. When the truth starts speaking, y'all niggas start crashing. Y'all don't even love the truth out with that same type of passion. When his mercy and grace to only reason you live and last one every day. Somebody fade away from passing. Dying in the streets alone, kids, they got them gasping. Y'all niggas far too gone that you're not even tapped in. Even celebrity signing up for anything for ration. Let the power to be where your mind is so like this fashion. See your body looking sick and your face looking ashy. When I seen dreams of prophecy that predicted all that's tragic. The problem is the heart is the sand. We fade away in the palm of his hand. They're chasing the ghost, they're chasing the plan. Just dying to be the number of men.
Honestly, it has been different so fast. I don't even know what college is. For the parents, like, there are actually a lot of schools that are teaching their programs based on that. My school, that everybody's been talking about lately, yeah, instead of the syllabus is built around the skills that actually matter in today's job market.
Yeah, that song right there is The Number of Man, you know what I'm saying, featuring Papa J. And that's towards all the Glazers, Drake, and all them niggas, you know what I'm saying? That song is really for Drake and all his Glazers. But the first verse is for any nigga who move like that. You know what I'm saying? Now this next song, pole position, is your time. You know what I'm saying? That's my song. This is my motivational song. This is my song. Like when you wake up in the morning, you feel like you gotta get it in. You gotta get out there and make something happen. This is inspirational for that. You know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all enjoy this.
WHRP 152 FM, when you down, get you up and get you going, get you motivated, get you flowing. You know how we do this, baby. Let's go. How you living? 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 I feel that my powerful shape minds exposed to losing niggas with these outlines, but it's no time. We move without no limits when it's showtime. We real slide. Y'all niggas out here giving yo, we pro-rhyme, but it's no rhyme. Y'all niggas not messing with us while y'all talking. Y'all don't want it, nigga. We ain't no beginners. Look, I'm cooking like 5-star chef, serving niggas up like venom. Bear witness to the way we lead. Rappers pride on engine 24/7 every day. Yo, I'm open up a business. We be the realest. Moving through the city as the villain, pulling up, tells the tongue. Got these niggas out here willing, test your luck, do your trust. See no poster say you're missing. Where you at? What you want? Nigga, we can pay your visit. How you living? No limit. 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 How you living? Yo, put my mind up pheasant, sipping the plane, I blow my business. Pole position for this mission, got your non-believers living. You gon' smoke till you get it. Hands get dirty in this business. You don't like me, I ain't tripping. Staying focused, how to get it. Niggas thinking they be fake, but I show you that you isn't. This is not a debate. I disposed the way you living, y'all be at second rate. Gaslight, take decision, been dope since 88. Off that Harlem style of spitting, yo, we been hustling, trendsetters, been broken to get better. Hurt motives and whatever, stand alone and don't tell her. Bring homies like Say Sweater, we build off of that cold weather. Big faces for big cheddar, y'all better get your shots. It's yours, we found no limit, how you live, 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 we found no limit. It's your time.
Pole position without no limits. That's my joint. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, check this out, yo. Like, subscribe to my page. Tell your people about me. I'm gonna be on here more often. I just been trying to get things together and working on my original channel that was hacked. Um, you can follow me on Instagram or X, formerly known as Twitter, under IMKSGV of Faith. You can follow me on YouTube under IMKSGV of Faith 512. You can follow me on TikTok under So Infinity, So Infinity KSGV of Faith. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be So Infinity Music KSGV of Faith. It's one of the two. But I also have KSGV of Faith on TikTok as well, and KSGV of Faith on Facebook and on Fanbase. And I also have So Infinity Music Works on Facebook, and I also have Family So Infinity Music Works.com. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, thank you for chilling out with me. To the next episode, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, do me a favor, yo. Y'all want another dope podcast to watch? Check out Music for Breakfast with Octavia and Real. For real though, they funny, they smart, and they know what they're talking about. Anyway, I'm up out of here, and do me a favor, my people. Check out the merchandise. I forgot that one, but not that. Love each other, yo. Have love and respect for each other, and always walk in truth. You know what I'm saying? And that goes even back to the whole Drake thing but this podcast is about. Like, you can like who you like, but just do it with realness, do it with truth. You know what I'm saying? Just do it with that. You know what I'm saying? I used to smoke cigarettes for over 30 years. I don't smoke anymore, any of that. But now doing it, you know what I'm saying? I can make excuses, and I like to smoke, calm and effect and everything. But it caused cancer. I can't deny that. It caused emphysema, which I have mild emphysema. It causes that COPD, lung cancer, all type of cancers. And cigarette smoking ain't the only thing that causes cancer, but I'm saying it's one of the things that does. And I was doing that, but I also stood in the truth that what it was doing to me or could do to me. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Drake and anything else you like. You can like Drake music, but you stand on truth that he don't be writing all them songs that y'all think he's so dope that he don't be writing those. That he ain't that nigga that y'all think he is. And then he calls himself the boy. You a grown man. And even when you was a grown man and you called yourself the boy, you don't even know the culture of America, Black America, enough to even understand that that was a derogatory term on the flip side. Because they used to call grown black men boys. You just have little white boys calling grown black men in their 50 and 60 boys. You heard me talking to you, boy? Something they call dogs. They was calling us. Now, when you might hear us say that, and like, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to run with it like this nigga doing it. Anyway, I'm out of here. Love one of each other like it's your last thing because nobody promised tomorrow. Peace. See you to the next episode. I'm out.